The Philippine Army has shown interest in taking some of the Bell AH-1S Cobra attack helicopters that the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force will be retiring soon, and this development could be closer to realization than many may think. Max Montero of Max Defense Philippines on February 8 tweeted that it showed interest to get at least one squadron of Fuji-Bell AH-1S Cobra attack helicopters, which are scheduled for retirement from the Japan Self-Defense Force service soon. It would be remembered that the Philippine Army is also expected to receive Fuji-Bell UH-1J Huey Helicopters from Japan, and it will be part of its newly formed Hiraya Aviation Regiment. While the Bell AH-1S Cobra are considered old, Japan's AH-1S Cobras are not as old as their American counterparts. In fact, the Japanese-made Fuji-Bell AH-1S were built starting in 1984 up until 2000, with the latest versions built from the 1990s remaining in service and are equivalent to the newer AH-1F Cobra due to them receiving Step 3 upgrades that make the AH-1F different from the standard AH-1S. This means the Japanese AH-1S are much newer than the AH-1S Cobras of the Philippine Air Force, which are actually AH-1S airframes built in the 1970s but were upgraded by Israel to AH-1F Tzefa standards. Meanwhile, the Philippines and Japan on Thursday affirmed their commitment to strengthen defense and security cooperation during President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s 5-day official trip to Tokyo. In a joint statement, Marcos and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said this would be done through strategic reciprocal port calls and aircraft visits, transfer of more defense equipment and technology, continuous cooperation on previously transferred defense equipment and capacity building. Marcos referred to Japan's useful defense equipment transfer program, and the potential for deepening collaboration, joint work, and interoperability. The two leaders also welcomed the signing of the terms of reference concerning humanitarian assistance and disaster relief activities of the Japan Self-Defense Forces in the Republic of the Philippines. The TOR aims to simplify the procedures for visits to the Philippines by the JSDF, as one of the efforts to enhance and facilitate cooperation on HADR. Marcos and Kishida also welcomed the progress of bilateral defense exchanges such as through the Vice Minister's Defense Dialogue in December 2022, staff talks in July 2022 and Japan-Philippines military-to-military meeting in October 2022. Marcos, likewise, welcomed Japan's intention to establish a new cooperation framework for the benefit of armed forces and other related organizations of recipient countries for the purpose of deepening security cooperation. Marcos and Kishida also reaffirmed efforts to reinforce maritime domain awareness and maritime law enforcement based on international law, in particular the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, for the stability in the South China Sea and the Sulu Celebes Seas, and their surrounding areas.